Hi. So a lot of people come to my work because they are wondering what they are, right? And if you have been systematically gaslit your entire life and projected upon, and every time you went to touch your own essence or express your own truth, you were punished. If you were taken out only to suit their image, whoever they were that you're supposed to be suiting, and if your essence got in the way of that, you would be punished, right? So we've been pushed and pushed and pushed into this little polarized version of ourselves where we're going, okay, I have to hide in here to like stay safe, and because I love them and I want them to love me and I want them to connect with me, the only way that they're willing to connect with me is if I stay hidden. Oh my God, there's nothing more lonely than that feeling. So if you are systematically pushed into yourself and you're trying to connect, and the only way you know how to connect is to help other people and be needed, you don't even know how to be wanted. Like, what would anybody want with you? You have to be in a relationship because this person needs you or because you need them, right? It is a sad and dangerous place to be when you grow up and go, I don't even know myself because I was told what I was my entire life. And now that I realize the dysfunction of what I was told, I realize that actually me wanting to just like breathe my own air, or me wanting to have an equal slice of the pie, it wasn't me taking, it wasn't me being selfish and ungrateful, it wasn't me being bad, right? So when we are systematically pushed into ourselves and then we come out, we're gonna feel like a narcissist. And that's a reality. You're gonna feel like this is not comfortable. I'm coming to my center, I'm coming out. And like, when I saw other people do that, that was dangerous. They like came out with like claws out, and I'm like having to come out and like touch, like the places that they told me I wasn't allowed to stand in the center of myself. And when I do that, I feel strong, but they disconnect from me because they don't like that, right? So we gaslight ourselves once we are not being gaslit by the program anymore, which is what I want to pop on here today and help you not do when it comes to this idea that you are a narcissist, okay? If you have been raised by a narcissist, you are going to have a narcissistic cognitive blueprint. It does not mean you have the energy of a narcissist, okay? It doesn't mean that your mechanisms are the same. It doesn't mean anything about you actually, other than that you learned the blueprint because you needed to survive, right? So the problem with this is that when we are talked into who we are, we're going to grow up and we're going to go, oh my God, I'm the bad one. I'm the selfish one. I'm the one who takes up space. I'm the one who always had the problem. Like, I created the problem. I'm the narcissist. And there's going to be people in our lives that validate that belief because we haven't healed enough to be around new people, right? So when we are in that hidden frequency and we have to come to center, you're probably going to do some work and go, okay, am I the narcissist? And am I codependent? And what does it even mean? I mean, they're flip sides of the same coin to me. And getting centered on that, little polarity is my life's work and the work that I'm here to do with you. But what I want you to do is recognize that when you are gaslighting yourself, wow, sorry, getting a text. When you are gaslighting yourself, you're going to go, okay, who's what? And maybe I'm a covert narcissist. Maybe I'm a narcissist. Like, if I'm really honest with myself, I have to be for real about the fact that like those tendencies are there. But the thing is, I watched a video the other day and it was about how covert narcissists operate. And I'm like, yes, of course. And a lot of the things that he's talking about, I see energetically are the same exact things that codependents do, but they do it with codependents do it more for like, I'm trying to genuinely find a way to connect, where narcissists are like, I'm trying to find a way to get what I want, right? Because we're still going, I'm so used to connecting with people by that staying hidden and staying in that space of like, you need me or I need you. And the only way to like connect with you is this way. That's what a codependent is going to do. A narcissist, even a covert narcissist, will use the exact same paradigm, different energy behind it, right? Because they don't actually, they want what they want from you. So they'll use the exact same, I'm going to help you, but then I'm going to exploit you. I'm going to make you feel like you need me, and then I'm going to abandon you, right? So when it comes to being, and this is how I got into this work actually, because I did not understand how, first of all, dysfunctional my situation was. I thought, when you're in it, you think it's normal. You think everybody's raised like this. And then one of my best friends actually she did something that, it was time for her to be out of my life, and it was very clear to me that that was true. And she started a smear campaign about me, and she said I suffered from narcissism. And I was so intrigued. I was so intrigued about the use of the term suffer, because I never, even in like my work, right, we don't think of narcissists as suffering. So I was like, wait, am I suffering from a personality disorder? And I went all the way into it, like maybe I am that thing. And then I was like, holy shit, I literally am suffering from a personality disorder because I was raised by that. I am literally suffering from a personality disorder that the person who has the disorder does not suffer from. Do you understand that? The person who has that personality disorder does not suffer from that personality disorder if they are on the narcissistic, side of the spectrum. So when I realized very quickly it wasn't me, it was actually not me, and I have these paradigms in me, but they're not me. You're gonna hear some things that you're gonna go, okay, well maybe I am that because I don't actually like to take criticism, and neither do narcissists. Well, guess what? If you're systematically eroded from every ounce of your essence into being something that you're not, and then you start to try to come back out of that and like have a say and take up space and eat some pie and breathe some air the same as everybody else, you're going to feel like a narcissist because you were told to stay in your box, and it's not okay for you to come out. And if you do come out, you're bad and you want attention, and you're trying, whatever the projections were, my God, they run so deep. You're going to feel them, and then you're going to feel like them, just like you did when you were projected upon when you were a kid, right? But it's a conscious choice now to come back out, because we're no longer inverting. We already know those frequencies in which we had to like revert to hide from. When we come back out, it's like natural childbirth. It's like, I'm choosing this instead of I'm out of control of this, in my experience, I later on chose natural childbirth after being somebody who had 2 cesarean sections. It was really important to me to go through the process and feel all of the feels of what was happening in my life and in my body and in my birth, because I knew it was a rebirth for myself. And what I mean by that is when you are pushed back into a contractive space, you're pushed. And when you are coming back out, it's going to feel really uncomfortable, because you're going to go through all of the muscles that it took to contract all the way back out. And that almost exhale is uncomfortable, and it's out of your control, and you can't really do anything about it, but you have to feel it to come back out to center, right? You're already used to the frequency, you might as well step right into it. It's just uncomfortable, and it's going to be you shocking you from the inside with the shock collar, instead of somebody on the outside shocking you with their little remote about like, hey, don't come out, don't say that thing, don't do that thing, these people are watching, you should be more whatever than that. So when you're sitting back thinking about, and I just want you to chew on this, if you're sitting back thinking, oh, I'm actually the narcissist because I fit these things, one, good on you, great, congratulations on actually being self-reflective. And then just wonder, actually, was I gaslit into believing that actually being myself was bad, and that actually sticking up for myself and saying, okay, well, if you're gonna start, sleeping with people that I want to be with, or starting smear campaigns about me, you're not really my friend, right? Like, it's okay to say, oh, that's true, you're not actually my friend. That doesn't make me a narcissist because I don't want to be friends with somebody who's not my friend anymore, right? Or it doesn't make me a narcissist because I was raised by a narcissist. Or it doesn't make me a narcissist who not want your feedback because I didn't ask you for your feedback, right? So I just want you to consider that maybe it's great and healthy that you're asking yourself those things, but maybe it's also about you stopping gaslighting yourself about what you are. Because if you're taught that your essence is bad and should be hidden, the second that you go, okay, well, like, let me explore this, you're gonna feel bad, and you're gonna feel like you should hide, and you're gonna feel like other people are gonna like find something out, or like they're all gonna be right, or it's gonna be whatever, right? Like, you're gonna feel uncomfortable coming back out after you've been gaslit to not trust yourself. So what I want you to do is trust yourself, trust your intentions. It doesn't matter what people think your intentions are. You know what they are, okay? Trust your intentions. Hopefully they're for the better good of all people. But just, if you're sitting there going, am I the narcissist? Stop gaslighting yourself. Just stop.